Good morning, and we are ready. We've got Insports Academy who've taken their guard. Straight away, Ajay Kumar. Ajay Yadav, apologies. He's got ball in his hand, he's got two slips in place. Captain Naresh was very specific with the toss. He wanted to go with the bowling, and it's a win-win situation for both the teams here. A pitch is very beautiful, paradise for the bowler. Again, this time, he's heaved across and run with the bat here for N Sports Academy. He's heaved it away. Is that about top edge and easy peasy? Ajay looks like a bowler who hits the deck hard, and he's just had a word with his captain and guided thoroughly and perfectly and delivered it on point. Niket has to depart after showing his little cameo. And they've got new batsman in Munna Yadav, who's played one match, one innings, and scored 0 runs. He's yet to open his account on the Cricket Heroes platform. And tried something new here with the ball in his hand with a gentle smile. Rajkumar, he's a destructive all-rounder. You'd want to definitely include him in your team. Short pitch again. Beautiful pitch here. Curated by the management. See a good carry. Interesting fielding position here set up by captain of Rnca. Shot again. He swiveled across and will definitely take one. Good way to settle your nerves. Yes and no. Munna wants to settle again. Good throw from the fielder in the deep. They've got flying slip in. Good way because we've seen Ajay Yadav putting some pressure. And I'd say definitely good captaincy by Naresh. They want to put early on pressure. Oh, what a vicious delivery. Has he got it in again? Straight away, umpire raises his finger. He'll have to go. No mercy here from Rajkumar. Slip. It was just like he's taking a practice catch where it just dropped from the other fielder like a warm up. Rnca has got different plans here in their sleeve. Two down already. Naidu makes a contribution in the team with his effort catch, was put in. Tucked it away. Overcast sky here, but the sun is out, peeping out of the clouds. Again, missed it with few inches here. Rajkumar reminds me of English conditions and would be a wonderful test game if anyone would like to play here. The sort of ground and the outfield we have. Wanted to heave across again, going wide across. Keeper had to dive and collect. This time, very good bouncer. And the batsman did well enough, straight from the middle of his bat to defend. I'd say good over by Rajkumar. Nothing gone wrong, but except if you want to accept his wides, it's a brilliant over. And end of the over, 2 overs completed, the score is 9. I'd say the only blemish here with Insports is that they've lost 2 wickets, or else nothing wrong so far for Insports. We've got the rocket speedster, Ajay Yadav. Oh my goodness. Lovely hand position is delivered. Looks like a wizard. And the Indian Cobra Charmer, where the Cobra Charmer can move the snake with his charm, is doing accordingly with the ball. And this time, deviating from the length, taking too easy. Keeper did well enough again. Good collect in a safe pouch. Straight appeal. And he knows exactly the ball was going down the line. No effort from the keeper, nor from the bowler. or where there'll be bruises to show, is managed to survive. And cleaned up. He's made a mess of the stumps here. Ajay looks in some hurry. Straight away rattling stumps. I'd say very good and attacking piece of bowling. Taufik is being called on early in the middle. As the result, they've lost 3 wickets. So Taufik's got the charge in his hand. Again. Hope he's fine. Great amount of bounce from the pitch here. Missed it. Straight in the bullseye. And Insports Academy's coach guiding accordingly whatever he can do from the bench. And this ends the over, where we can see on the screen Prasun Gun after facing the first ball, who's been taken out by Ajay Yadav. Rajkumar bought again to continue with the spell. Flicked it away. Nice flick by Arfat. He's watching the ball keenly. He'd be the key wicket for his team. And good running between the stumps. Up front, apprehended, but not guilty, says the umpire. And Arfat was trying to make his count. And and onto his pads. Queued up, catches the call. Slip says it's his, and he makes the catch his. And Rajkumar this time has played across the line where he's connected to the top edge. And where Arfat was looking good, will have to depart. Mukesh, who's collected the catch, it'll be a long walk for Arfat back to the dugout. We've got a new comrade from Insports Academy. And we've got the skipper in the middle with responsibilities on his fresh shoulders. On the other end, we can see Naresh, the captain of Rnca, who's very delighted, and there's nothing to sweat him out. Leaves the ball. They've got second slip in position. What more? What more has Naresh got up in his sleeve to make the field more interesting? Very interesting here. Two slips, one flying slip, a short cover. He's already standing on the mid-on. And there you go. The energy levels from flying slips and the slip position. You've never seen something enthralling like this. This team is already making their mark here. Rnca, we've seen some fiery spells. Can we see one more from Ajay? I reckon yes. Good captaincy where he's hitting the deck hard. And I reckon Naresh is called Ajay Yadav again. They'd say cricket is a funny game. If in sports stick to their basics and their belief, they can, yes, surely get in the position. And cleaned up. This is going dirty and messy. Ajay says, bye bye, alligator. I'll see you later. Leaves his stumps, walks across, showing his all stumps, saying Ajay to hit into bullseye. And Ajay makes no mistake. Up close and given straight away. And a question, but umpire says yes, you are definitely found guilty in front of stumps. I guess Rnca is in some hurry. Let me ask a question to the captain if they've had their breakfast or not. They seem in a hurry. We'll have to leave and allow. Gone to the short square leg. Trying to hit. That's a wide Yorker. End of 5 overs. And the score is at 14 on the loss of 6 wickets. More than half of the people sitting inside the dugout. And Dhanush, who's got ball in his hand, will he bowl like a Dhanush? Straight, will tuck it, and Dhanush will get the ball back to him. They've got 3 slips now. Will defend. Nicely played. He screamed it away as he found the gap. Will he make it through? And he'll come back for 2. Deliberately played late, and it was a good decision by the batsman to find the gap and get 2 runs for his team. Very well bowled. He's got the radar and has picked the block hole. Catches the call and falls Shot of the keeper. Nicely bowled between the stumps, not giving anything. One thing we've seen from this team all the way across Rnca in this over is their character, that they are very calm, and this is going to be interesting for a team like this for a bowling attack and a captain. Nicely played. No gap between bat and pad. We'll go straight to the fielder. Like we were talking about Rnca's team, will continue after this over as the over's ended. With the end of the over, end of power play, they are on 16 in Sports Academy, 16 runs off, 6 wickets for them. Ajay, I wouldn't be surprised why Ajay Yadav's been called again to bowl his final over with nothing remaining. Big heave wanted to take on to Ajay. The sky route. And like we've been talking about the character of this Rnca team and the boys of Naresh. Followed him. Ajay followed where Alas was moving and he sustained on the crease. Stuck dead. He doesn't know where it's gone, but yes, he'll collect runs, and there the ball doesn't reach the boundary. 1 run to collect, and says the umpire leg by. A team like this was with fiery fast bowlers and composed attitude will be a deadly combination to watch out in this tournament. Rnca. You've heard it correct. Narration company. Nicely played. Didn't give any room. They've called the keeper up close, trying everything. In the circle they have, we've seen a variety of action from Ajay here. Uh, Not pretty the pace we've been seeing. Has shifted his guard. And but yes, he shifted his guard, not his intentions. Block hole. And again the same intention to take wicket. Tidy and clean overs from Ajay, who's taken 4 wickets and just 8 runs. What an amazing, mind-boggling figures in very first game. You deserve an applaud. And Srikani Naidu with ball in his hand. They are just 4 wickets away. And yes, they've got, in sports, have got captain in the middle. Looks like an orthodox one. The leg spinner is called away. A little shot from Srikani. This time looped up, skied, and this is not what the fielders would have expected. A loose field. 1 run to give. Where has he got it from? It's like a drifter for a leg spinner. Nicely defended. Full face of the bat from Shoaib Arman. Shorter, and it's turned way across. Umpire decides to give it as a wide. Looped up, nicely flighted. What a spinner would like to see from himself. Gone straight to the fielder. The keeper says better, and yes, indeed. 19 runs at 8 overs being completed, 6 wickets down. Insports will have to believe in themselves. They can turn it around if they have the determination. And they've got Sharat Chandra in the middle with the ball in his hand. Jersey number 17. Nicely ball and crisply played. Punched off the back foot. Shot one. Takes no run. Nicely flighted and nicely struck. But no run. They've got fielders up close. They've exactly placed. Tucked it. Says no. Wanted to cut it away on the back foot. Keeper's keen enough to collect the ball. Shot one is pulled. A good shot, I'd say. Very good shot. Timed it to perfection. 4 runs. A boundary to collect. Alhaz frees his arms. Chipped up. And will collect one. Flighted up nicely. Keep. Heaves again. The same direction. Cow corner. Will take 4 runs. Boundaries to cherish for Insports. He's timed it again sweetly. Shrikani flighting it up. There's an invitation. Nicely flighted. Yes and no, they were hesitant. And back to keeper again. I'd say the keeper has been pretty tidy enough to collect all the balls. It's not messy enough. Skewed high. Lovely shot played over the head of the fielder. I'd say courageous shot. There was a fielder in place. He didn't hesitate. This is what happens. This is a different character we're seeing from Alhaz. He isn't hesitating and straight to short covers. End of the over, where we stand after 10 overs, 32 on the loss of 6 wickets. What a beautiful weather to witness from this ground. Overcast sky, lovely outfield, and we can see that the side screens have been installed by for the side screens installed by this management. Every time, what you would expect from this management would be that they are on their toes to deliver good, fruitful cricket for the cricket lovers to enjoy in twin. Sharat Chandra with ball in his hand will leave it an exercise for the umpire. Whip set, and yes is the call. Will it be risky? Not risky enough. Bullseye again on stumps. And yes, he had planned it, Sharat. The excitement of that ball shows you how good that ball was. Shoot it up, catches the call. One bounce, collects it firmly, and again tried to hit it. Good backup. Fielders backing each other up. And yes, the intentions of the batsmen have changed and they are playing freely. Moves across, catches the call, and Sharat Chandra makes his contribution to the team. His player, he wanted to play somewhere. And Srikari Naidu collects the catch of his fellow partner in arm, Sharat Chandra, who's bowling. And Akbar will make his mark to the crease. Mukesh with ball in his hand and falls short. And few of the fielders, they put themselves for the catch and they misfielded. But this time the fielder, he knew where the ball was landing and no mistakes. Straight to the bowler and soft dismissal. He didn't have anything to do. No reflexes required here. Mukesh has come and has done the trick. One captain here from Rnca, Naresh, would be so elated. Nothing to swear out. No force from him. But on the other end, Insports captain Arman would have a lot to think. And he would want few permutations and combinations from his bowling department to get his team in place. And Arsalan taking his guard to face Mukesh. Finds it, nobody can do anything, but the captain will have to run himself. He cuts the ball out. Akbar ready to face his first ball. Wanted to drive, but keeps his eye on the ball, watching it closely. And leaves it straight to the keeper. Nishant, who's been keeping behind the stumps. Flicks it. Puts it in the gap. Will he collect two? Call was for two. And we'll have to be happy with one. Sharat continues his over. Has got 1 wicket to his name, 7 runs so far. Nicely flighted and given. Yes, he got his man. And takes it away for an LB. One more wicket away for the Rnca to pad and get some runs on the board for them. Insports dwindling on 37 with 9 on board. And Sachin Yadav, who's in the middle, will face Sharat Chandra. Keeper takes it with the bounce. Will have to defend, and he defends. Cuts it and finds the gap. Will be happy with one. Straight in the block hole. Runs for a single. Bounces. A snarling one to collect for the keeper. Fine leg in place. And will be a dot. Targets his stump. And the batsman survives.
And Sharad has the last laugh. 'Rnca cleans in sports. 39 and 40 runs to win for RNCA. Srinath, the opener, has got Dhanush on the non-striker's end, and Arfad, the opening bowler. Straight away, on the money, between the wickets, they've got 1 run. Rnca to open the team account for this season. Oh, it's a very, very wide across. He's tried to hit the ball hard on the deck, but away deviating from his line. Wide run, +4. They've got nothing extra in their bag. They have to be very, very precise for every run they concede. Good ball, but it's gone again. Keepers put down the fielder in place from the deep fine leg. They've got wide and 1 run to add on to that wide. Nicely bowled. They're excited, everyone. The fielders attempted to direct it and bullseye. Nicely fielded. Wanted to flick. Going again. Down the leg. And it's gone. Gone the gone down the leg again. It's got good pace. What he'll have to do is just tune him up and he shall be all right. Oh, he screamed it away. Creamed it away for 4. Between point and extra cover. Lovely. He looked flashing onto that drive, his bent length and delivered. Straight and flicked. Not the exact part of the bat he wanted. It was on point and single. He's got his line and nicely bowled. And which ends the over. 1 over completed and 17 overs of the first over. 23 runs required more. Sachin, who's got the ball in his hand. Srinath ready to face. They'll want to explore the other shots if they want. Nicely driven. Full phase straight showing to the ball and straight away first ball given as a no ball by the umpire. Suresh who's been umpiring. And free hit. The signal of free hit. They've got the license here. Nothing on the line to Srinath to worry about. Dances down the ground. And straight to the fielder. Doesn't capitalize on it. And the keeper on his toes. I'd say nice. He's just keeping his presence in the game. Wanted to cut. Nice bounce of the wicket. Behind the stumps, everyone. Dances, it's chipped up to the fielder. Bowler's the call. But he was safely home. There was no need. And they did exactly. Straight nicely bowled. Straight away, they are excited. Nice control in the bowling. He's got a good comeback after the no ball. He's bowled Sachin. To his pads. Takes it. Shouldn't have been. But the batsmen are swift on their toes. Creams it again. Throws himself full to the ball, and the fielder chasing the ball and fails. The ball was quick enough to reach the boundary. The key to the shot was his timing. Akbar, who's been called up, and guides the ball to third man. Cuts it, and they've kept the sweeper there. Good running between the stumps. Takes it, and keepers allowed the ball to penetrate. And get buys 2 runs to collect. Good bouncer off the wicket. Something exciting. Appeal. 10 runs to win. 3 overs completed and 30 runs so far. Leaves it. Keeps his eye on the ball. Called it as a wide. Nicely balled. That was a Jaffa. Nicely played over the top. Top class shot. And runs away for the boundary. Just 5 runs keeping Rnca away from their first victory of this tournament. Takes on. I'll have to wait what the umpire says. Given it as a 4. He's in rush. The scores are leveled. And kept away. And wide ball to finish the innings off. Rnca comfortably winning. And this run rate would definitely benefit Rnca. Man of the match, none other than Ajay Yadav, who's collected 4 wickets, 2 maidens, and 8 runs. The economy is a classic economy in a T20 format. It's just 2.0. And an overall performance and a hard day for Insports Academy. But yes, they will definitely bounce back a long way in the tournament, and we've seen something fascinating from